When you're as online as I am, you watch a lot of clips and you see a lot of people say a lot of things. And I remember over a year ago, Destiny talking about the Epstein files. And this came in the form of Substance posting a clip of Hassan reacting to Destiny's take on Epstein. Now on this channel, I don't think I've personally done enough to react to all the Epstein stuff that's continually being drip fed day by day. We get a little bit more. And the reality is everything that's out right now is horrible. It's bad, but it's also the tip of the spear. There is so much more that has to come out. This administration is run by a person who was best friends with Epstein. As you can imagine, there might be a conflict of interest in releasing all of the files. And I also want to bring this up. All right. As much as Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton have been consistently used to obfuscate Donald Trump's involvement with Epstein, and I obviously think that that's annoying because Donald, you were his bestie. I also think it's important to, remain grounded and centered here. Both of these parties have involvement with Epstein. I guarantee that there are people on both sides of the aisle that do not want this shit to leak. Now, that being said, Destiny's take on the Epstein files always pissed me off. He treated it as some nothing burger. It doesn't matter. Who cares? It wasn't even that big of a deal. That, of course, in reference to one of the worst human traffickers of all time, a serial pedophile that has gotten some of the most powerful people in the world all on one island to vacation together and touch kids. Bankrolled, of course, by none other than Israel. Also helps that a lot of the emails that continue to come out paint Epstein as a Jewish supremacist, referring to the term goyim, finds itself numerous times within the Epstein files. Listen, I'm not saying Israel was completely behind this, but they definitely were at least kind of behind it. And maybe that's why someone like Destiny, who's defended Israel so strongly, finds it so difficult to find child rape and Epstein and all these people involved. Maybe he finds it normal. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you guys. Anywho, let's watch this clip and then we'll watch the broader video that this clip comes from.
A guy like Epstein, who was a pervert. And I think what probably actually happened was you had a billionaire guy like Epstein, who was
a what?
Pervert.
A pervert. Okay. Off rip. We're using some really soft language when describing Jeffrey Epstein. We'll let it continue.
Who paid off a ton of girls, not even the majority of them, a minority of them were underage.
A minority of them were underage. All right.
To come over, give him massages, maybe give his friends massages, and sometimes jerk him off.
And sometimes... This is not looking good. Steven, why are you... The
vast majority of it was probably...
What? The vast majority was probably what?
Friends massages and sometimes jerk them off. But the vast majority of it was probably legal. The majority of it probably weren't minors. There were a few that were. I think 2 confirmed.
I think, listen, there's some bad clips of me on the internet. I'm not going to deny it, but you'll never find a clip of me saying, he only 2 minors with Epstein. Only 2. What the fuck is that? Who says that? What possessed him? Why did you go down this route? Listen, bro, this is the problem. The problem is Destiny trusts the American establishment too much. He thinks it's all good. It's all rosy out here. Nah, bro. Half of it is pedophiles. Half of it is Israeli supporters. And both halves are the same people. Bro, I was so sad when I saw photos of Mamdani with Epstein. Now, apparently, Associated Press is saying that they're AI generated. Okay, let's see. Do they have the photo on hand? They're not really showing the photo. Thank God, bro. Thank God it's AI. I know he was just a baby, but thank God. Okay, let's watch this clip in its entirety. Destiny's hot take on Jeffrey Epstein, and then it's misunderstood pointing at Jeffrey Epstein.
I want to know about Jeffrey Epstein.
What about him? What a disappointment. My God.
You have all of the answers, right? To Jeffrey Epstein?
Here's what happened. Here's what people wanted there to be. People think that there are a bunch of politicians and billionaires that are raping kids all day long, and
that's exactly what happened.
Love that theory. It's just such a fun, awesome theory. Hillary Clinton was involved in it. Bill Clinton was involved in it. Prince Andrew, all the billionaires, they're all of them. Okay.
Prince Andrew was definitely involved in it. That chick was passed out. Oh my God. Listen, guys, I don't know about you, but she looks passed out. She does not look conscious if she's even of age, okay? You're like, best case scenario, this passed out woman is of age. That's not a good case scenario. That's not good. Even that is not good. It's all bad. This guy, bro, and there's somebody back here that's kicked up like this is a normal thing. Dog, these files are the worst thing ever. All right, let's continue with Destiny's defense of Jeffrey Epstein.
And then when a story like this comes out, yes, you finally, okay, QAnon, the pizza shop, everything is coming together, okay? This is it.
Pizza. Fuck, bro. Every fucking email has the term pizza in it. By the way, Pizzagate's 100% real. You're not changing my mind. And by the way, isn't it a little weird that like the only damage in the entire shop was to some hard drive that had a shotgun bullet in it or whatever the fuck it was? Isn't it also weird that all the security cameras in the pizza place were mysteriously turned off or turned around for some reason? I don't know. Very weird. Very strange. Isn't it also weird that the owner of that said pizza shop was like named like one of like the 50 most influential people in Washington? I don't know. Very interesting. Very weird. Flush Simulator's video on Pizzagate. I recommend it.
This is it. The child billionaire politician sex rape ring. Finally. And I think what probably actually happened was you had a billionaire guy like Epstein, who was a pervert, who paid off a ton of girls.
Pervert, bro. That word is doing some heavy lifting, brother. We cannot. You're like, I wouldn't call you a pervert. I would say you're worse than a pervert. We're calling Epstein just a pervert.
Girls, not even the majority of them, a minority of them were underage, to come over, give him massages, maybe give his friends massages, and sometimes jerk him off. But the vast majority of it was probably legal. The majority of it probably weren't minors. There were a few.
Let's say a lot of them weren't minors. Okay, let's say a lot of these women that were women were young women from poor countries that had recently fallen from the Soviet Union. Okay. A lot of these women that have gone that went missing from Eastern Europe, okay, even if they're not little girls, it's still bad. It's still human trafficking. A lot of these women ended up dead. Like, it's not good, bro. This defense is so horrible. And I know it's a year old, and I hope he's changed his tune about this. I don't know why he came out so bold and crazy about this. Obviously, he was facing his own case at that time. Maybe that was influencing his thoughts. Oh, this is terrible.
A few that were, I think, 2 confirmed.
In fairness, this guy has like, what am I saying? This guy has like a history of being fucking weird. Like, I always forget that there are like numerous videos you can watch where he's just got like 15 years online of him being weird towards women. So there's that.
I think only 2. And he just like, sometimes he would like send girls to go and like rub and tug his fucking friends or whatever. And that's it.
Do you think that any of it could have been for blackmail?
No.
Destiny is Israel maxing here.
Absolutely not. Or I won't say absolutely not, but right now there is 0 evidence whatsoever of that at all. And the idea of doing something like that for blackmail in U.S. territory against some of the most powerful people in the fucking world, that sounds like the most thing you could ever do. Wow.
Yeah, man, no conspiracies have ever happened on U.S. territory, ever. In the U.S., everything goes exactly according to plan, okay? Israel's never behind anything, okay? There are never foreign governments doing things that they shouldn't be doing in the United States. It's not like domestically they ever do anything wrong or bad, you know? America, a great place, totally perfect. On American soil? What? Here? This guy's fucking cooked on this subject.
Why would you want to, I'm going to blackmail ex-president. I'm going to blackmail every rich and powerful person. Like,
But I think there's a narrative that he has videotapes or he has photos. And
there is a narrative.
Could say, hey, if you don't do this little thing here, we got these photos and we could release it.
The guy's already a billionaire. There's no evidence of any of this.
What do you mean? Like, this is the thing. How did that happen exactly? How did he get these connections? Why did he have these connections?
Ever being the case. Nobody has asserted this or claimed this. It is pure fantastic, like everything. Like, there was just no reason at all to believe that to be the case. It's a fun story and it's cool and it's sensational. There's no evidence for any of it. And if you really think about it, it would be pretty wacky for a guy like, oh, I'm going to go and blackmail literally all of the most powerful people in the world and see what happens. Why would you ever do that?
What do I even say to this? Everything about this video is horrible.
That sounds like the dumbest thing ever. No?
But maybe that's why he's dead.
But then why isn't Ghislaine Maxwell dead? Why wasn't he killed before he even got taken to prison? What, like, there's like a billion other ways that this could have played out more reasonably. Like, that kind of guy wouldn't get arrested. He would get fucking whacked. He would get assassinated. There'd be like, who saw Kill Bill? You guys didn't see Kill Bill?
A long time ago.
Not a big movie guy.
Remember the Asian girl
That was actually funny.
who killed the one guy in the bed because, and she was
Been
like,
a long
okay,
time
fuck
ago.
you. The
I
audience
wouldn't-
would
I
know what I'm
wouldn't-
talking
By the way, director of Kill Bill is a Zionist who married an Israeli woman. Unfortunately, Tarantino fell off.
about.
Remember.
Okay. But they all hate
Someone
Good movies though.
will remember
They all
that.
love the
Yeah.
Epstein story.
I'll
So
watch
it
that
is.
movie.
It is bad. Listen, a lot of you hearing this for the first time. Okay, Epstein probably didn't do anything that crazy. He probably paid off some minors to jerk him off, which is bad and wrong and coercive and gross and disgusting. Majority of the girls weren't.
I don't even think any of those terms are harsh enough for describing what he's saying. He's describing a pedophile so elegantly. He's like, that's fine. Like, it's bad. It's coercive. It's not good. Like, what do you mean? That's horrifying.
Weren't underage. I don't think anybody got like trafficked in the sense that they were like abducted or kidnapped or forced to stay somewhere where they didn't
Bro, what do we do with this guy?
want to. I don't think he was sending children around to all of his friends so that they could all
This is like the worst. This is the worst showing ever from Destiny. I mean, maybe there's something worse. This is horrible.
be in some pedophile sex ring. I don't think that there was any like blackmail, crazy shit, anything like that going on. There's literally no proof or evidence for almost any of those claims, but they're fun.
Okay, man. Okay. Anyways, ladies and gents, I'm going to give my perspective. I think Epstein was way worse than Destiny described. Okay, I think he was a pedophile. I think he was a sex trafficker. I think there's a lot of blackmail material on a lot of political people in the United States, and I think a lot of people have incentives to cover up as much of the story as possible. And I think day by day, this take that Destiny offered is going to continue to age horrifically bad. This is I didn't know it was that bad. I knew it was bad when I heard it like a year ago. I haven't listened to it in a year ago. This is way worse. Oh my God.